Hello, I'm Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. In this channel, I'm going to help you to make websites without writing code. Well, sometimes a little bit of code, but almost no code. And this is the second video of the WordPress basic series. And today, I'm gonna show you how to use the setup, basically a settings of WordPress, and also plugins and themes, like what they are. Knowing plugins and themes will open up so much possibilities. So, and hopefully you watched the last video. This playlist is in the description, so please watch the previous video. In the previous video, we installed WordPress on your local machine, and I hope whoever watched it played with it, so you probably have a little more understanding of how WordPress works, right? Okay, and last video that I watched it, it's a YouTube live, so I can't really change anything, but I kept touching my glasses like this, and I think that was kind of annoying that I watched this, so maybe I don't have to wear this today. My eyes are perfectly fine, I thought I look better with glasses, so yeah, anyway, I hope you guys can hear well. Okay, then I guess let's get started. But well, before that, so I'm taking this format of YouTube live instead of making actual YouTube videos because I explained in the last video, but I'm a little bit busy right now, but I still want to put out my content, so I'm doing this now. And the advantage of doing this way is that if you have any questions, you might be watching this later, right, after the live, but if you have questions and if you leave a comment or you come to next YouTube live and ask questions, like anything related to what we are doing now, then I'm going to answer, right? Maybe at the end of the video, or if it's related right there, I'm going to answer it right there. So that please use it. I'm planning to do this for a little while, kind of long time. So, all right, then I'm going to switch to this view here. So this is where we left off, right? We installed WordPress and you played with it a little bit. And yeah, probably, just looks like this, the dashboard. And before getting into this, you can actually hide this, dismiss. So you can click it, you can hide it. Also, these things, I honestly don't use it. Sometimes some of them are useful, but some of them are just advertisement, right? WordPress. You can hide it by clicking the screen options, and you can just hide everything. It's cleaner, and you can choose whatever you want to show here. I show you there are some other things you can show here later. So, all right. So we're going to talk about settings today. So let's go to settings here. If you click settings, it goes to general, and the general have these fields. Site title, this is an obvious one, right? Then tagline, this is I don't even know, I don't even use this thing, but just in case, depending on the theme that we're going to talk about today, depending on the theme, this might be used. So these two things, probably site title, probably very good for SEO, but both of them. So choose whatever you feel like. And assuming you're still using local, these things don't really matter right now, right? Like WordPress address, site address, please don't worry about these things. Also email address, you cannot send any emails with local right now, so don't worry about it. And it says membership here. Membership, basically WordPress is a membership platform. So if you click this, anyone can register. People can register your site. If it's published, of course. Yeah, but these things, I wouldn't bother it right now. But please just know that it's possible. A new user default role. There are different roles like this. I know administrator, obviously that's you, and it's you have you can do everything, but subscriber is the lowest one. Just probably you can, those people can just read your blog or something like that. But it depends on the settings, so please don't worry about it. It doesn't have to make it a membership right now. So a site language is clear, right? Any language, pretty much all languages, I assume, you can choose from. And time zone, this is also, also the same. You can choose from anywhere. Even there's a list of cities here. So and then date format. Yeah, so did you know that many different, each countries have different date format? This is a bit crazy one because I don't know, because I'm from Japan and lived in the US and lived in some other part of Europe, and now I live in Hungary, Budapest. And funny thing is, so Europe is totally other way, right? Like a date, month, year. Other way means like a Japan's year, month, date. But Europe in general, it's date, month, year. In the US, it's a little bit crazy, and month, date, year. But Hungary is the same as Japan. But so anyway, but please choose the format that you prefer or your local one. Time format too, because the US doesn't use any those, they call it military time, but I think it's a normal time. Like a 24 hours one. This one. If you want to use it, please use that. Or you can custom. You can use custom, but these things, I'm not gonna go in detail, but there's a way to format using these letters. Create your own custom format. So, and a week starts on. So what week is the first day of the week? Monday, Sunday, I kind of get it, but I don't know who wants to set it to Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. It's gonna be a sad Friday, right? If a week starts from Friday. So, all right. So if you change it, then you should save your change here. That will apply the change. Because if you go to writing here, in the left side, please don't worry about anything here. This is a little bit more advanced one. Okay. Reading one is this one is also a little bit advanced if you haven't made a page yet. So your homepage displays. What is a homepage? Homepage is the page that your domain, and without anything after the domain. That's your homepage here. So blah blah blah.com. That's your homepage. And by default, WordPress shows the list of your blog posts. So your latest post, right? So these are Hello World is always there by default. And after this, I'll show you where you create these things, like a post and pages. And you can choose a static page if you have one. And we created this test page last time in the video. So you can choose it or sample page that exists from the beginning. So if I choose the sample page and save change, if you go back here, refresh, then now it's a sample page. Anyway, we haven't really made a page yet, so you can choose whatever you want. And if you choose the latest post, then you can choose how many posts you want to show it. And if you want to show, wait a minute, syndication feeds show the most recent. Don't worry about this one. You can leave it the same way. But this blog pages, this is how many posts you want to show it there. So here, for each post in a feed include full text and excerpt. So full text is by default, but it means like your entire post is showing in the list here. I know now, this is a page. Oops, we haven't changed it yet. But yeah, if you have a long articles, you don't want to show 10 long articles in the front page. So that you can go to excerpt. Excerpt is just you can set the summary of the post. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna put it back here. Maybe excerpt and search engine visibility. So the site you created from the previous video is just it just exists in your local machine. So that means that you don't have to really worry about this part. But sometimes if you are actually if you are working on a website on a server which people can access, you can click this and Google cannot access. So your site's not going to show up on Google search. Anyway, don't worry about it for now. You can save this. Anyway, we only have hello world anyway, so it doesn't show more. Maybe later we'll create more and we'll see it. And the discussion. So discussion is basically, if you go into these articles, you can comment, leave a comment. This is the discussion. And these are options. And these are literally nothing too complicated. Like allow people to submit comments on new posts. Yeah, these things are not too, I don't know, I usually leave it the default, so I don't go in crazy and change these settings. But these things are pretty much self-descriptory. I don't think I said the word correctly, but yeah, it shows what it means. When I'm doing this in Japanese, it's kind of hard because translation is not that great, or sometimes it's not even translated, so I have to translate. Yeah. Yes, this comment author must fill out name and email. Sometimes it's usually better this way, so people if you have to put emails, names, a little bit feeling obligated not to write something crazy. So, or user must be registered and logged in to comment. See, that's a subscriber. If you create a subscriber is the only one who can comment. That's some strategy, I guess. Yeah, automatically close. So yeah, I hope you speak English and these things are kind of obvious one. But if you don't know what this means or certain things means, just please don't hesitate to comment or tell me in a different YouTube live or something. All right. Yeah, so please this part, like you can control what words user cannot comment, but these things you can go crazy, but I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it until you actually get traffic to your site and people start commenting. In the avatar, yeah, comment can show the avatar, so you can choose. I like these weird ones. I think GitHub uses it. Anyway, and there's a media setup. This is like a thumbnail size and basic definition about what the medium size is, large size. Yeah, this organize your files based on your month and year. I think I usually leave this all the same this way. Well, actually, medium size, I sometimes switch like large. This is large. Actually, not a switch, but I'll make this is like 1024. Large size is like bigger, even like 1980 or like basically 1080p size. But yeah, you can just play with this. Permalink, this is important. So right now my permalink is set to post name, right? And they say this is a domain and here is the path. And I can set this part for each post or page right now, but default is plain. Plain is basically question mark p equals something, some number. This is the ID of the post, but this is the format I think by default usually. I recommend the post name. But you can see these ones. Some of them has a year and dates and the post name, or month and name, numeric, kind of weird format. Yeah, and post name, custom. You can use these things: year, hour, even hour, minute, second. Wow, I didn't know. It's kind of meaningless, I think. But yeah, you can use those if you want to. Or category names. Yeah, category names make sense, but I know I still haven't explained what the categories are. But basically, each post can have categories. This is mainly for the post. Pages as well for the if you set the post name, you can change the. No, I think yeah, either way you can change this, I guess. But you can try how the page URL changes based on what you choose. All right, but I recommend the post name. So, and a category base, if you, don't put anything, it's gonna be categories. Usually it says categories, then your category name. But yeah, these parts. Let's make pages now and see. I think you'll understand more after that. So, and the privacy. So I guess this didn't exist before, but yeah, the privacy policy has to be made often if you're publishing the site. Don't have to go detail, but some parts, they're gonna automatically create for this for you. Of course, creating a file, but you have to still edit and make sure it says right things. But don't worry about it. These things, are not important until your site becomes something. So yeah, there's a policy guide too, but yeah, anyway. Okay, I got a comment saying you're speaking better than Japanese. Maybe I don't know. I don't think so, but I guess how I explain things a little bit different than Japanese, because I don't have to worry about this translating part. Also, when you speak different languages, your personality kind of changes a little bit. So anyway, I was going to go more detail about the plugins and themes, but I think I should probably make some pages in the post and see what actually it means. Right, so post. Basically, it's a blog article that you can create. My new blog post. I'm in Budapest, Hungary, and I'm happy. See, that's a good thing to write. Then say save as draft. You can save as draft in the post. You click post. There's a permalink. Then you say my new blog post right here. You publish it, then you go into the blog post, then the URL is my new blog post, right? Do you see? If you go back to the main page, now my new blog post is on top, and there's a bottom is hello world. See, this is the that I was talking about in the post. Let's say if you go back to the settings of permalink and then go back to plain and save. Oops, this is not so my new blog post. So now it's p equal 10. The URL change it. So you can play around with that. But I assume, so new, now you can make a page. Okay. My new page. This is a new page. Yay. All right, then save as draft. It's better to save as draft first. Oh, see the page IDs again. This is weird address now. Not weird, but page ID equal 12. Yeah, so permalink changes. And just like this reading part. Now I can change static homepage as my new page. And save. If I go to so usually if you click this, go back to the home page. Home page is now, see the URL is my domain. And the URL is, it's showing the page we just created, right? So this is how it works. All right, then now we're gonna talk about theme and plugins. Eventually, we're gonna go in detail about that, but more like a general things. Theme, we talked about it because we changed it already, but go to appearance, themes, or you just click appearance, it shows up. Theme defines so many things, like color of the page, font of the page, and as long as you're not choosing 2022 or those new beta themes, they're called the broke themes. Pretty much all other themes are not broke themes, these ones. And as I showed you last time, you can choose from so many themes. I don't even know how many exist there. You can choose from a lot of them. And you can install a lot of them. I don't recommend it, but you can install them. And you can also go in here and delete them. See, delete button is so small that people don't realize it's there. But you can press delete. Okay, then it deletes. All right. Better not to have too many, but it's good to have options too as well, I know. Then here, this is Astra theme. Let's customize it. Click customize, and you go in here. And depending on the theme, it's different where you can customize. This is the home page, right? You see. All right, but if you click this here, Hello World, you can go to Hello World page, and yeah. All right, so global typography, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And yeah, you can choose all of these presets. It changes, you know, if you like something else, or font size, you can change it. I don't go too detail here though, because some theme doesn't have too much options, but I really like Astra. Astra is one of the, I think it's the most downloaded free theme in the world. So yeah, I like it. Yeah, you can change so many things here. I know some options are confusing, I'm sure, but just play with it. That's always the way. There's a palette too. Yeah, theme color, you can change it to something else. See, this part changed. But whatever I touch becomes ugly, so, you know, I'm not a designer. All right, see, looking good. I mean, I don't know, but yeah. All right, then container, like container width, like a px is this basically pixel. How many pixels are there, you know? So it gets smaller and smaller. Like your computer should have like how many, you know, size, screen size of how many pixels, and it's the same thing. There are many different unit other than pixel, but you can change it and see. I mean, this time just pixel. I like pixel, so you can make it smaller. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna make it 1000. That seems like a good size. The container boxed. I don't know what it means. Full width is full width. Also, if you do realize in the bottom these icons here, if you click it, see it's small, becomes small, and you can see the menu. Oops, now we went to some different part I was going to explain later. So basically this, well, I go back to desktop. Basically, yeah, just play with these things, okay? I cannot, we don't have too much time to go every single settings here, so yeah, just please try that. And some of them is very universal, like site identity. You can put a site icon, which is the icon, you know, you see this WordPress icon here, W. You can replace it with different icons here. Site title settings, you can set the logo here. You know, this is usually universal, and logo width, and site title here too. If you change it here, it's going to reflect on the general settings. Also, it show the tagline or not. You know, maybe let's show it. Just another cool WordPress site. See? Then you publish it, it changes. And Astra, why I recommended Astra is because Astra has this header builder. So you can actually change the header here. See, site title, logo, you can bring it to the center. So now it's in the center and ugly. So I put it back here. And here you can change the height of it. And there's a top part and the bottom part here. So if you want to put some kind of, yeah, you see some random things showed up here. Not random things, but yeah, you can actually write something. I know it's a little bit limited here, but for example, like HTML, insert HTML, you click it, it comes back here, and you can probably write, you know, tell, and you know, want like this. So now you can put a phone number there, or something, or address, I don't know. But you can do many things. In design, you can change it. Text color, link color. So yeah, I explained this, but let me tell you, not many themes have this much option. So, and Astra has even a pro version that you can even do more. And if you're interested, the description in the description there's a link for the pro version or Astra page, but it's my affiliate link, so watch out. Next, wait, I didn't check any. All right, so next I'm gonna explain the plugins. Plugins are, I have to say, it's the meat of WordPress. Plugins are some external code that you can add to your WordPress and make WordPress better, or sometimes worse depending on the plugins, but usually better. So press add new. See, there are many shows up here already. All right, I know, I like these memes. So go press popular. There are these plugins, popular ones. Like WooCommerce, this makes your WordPress site online store with just installing it. Or like backup plugins. Many different plugins. Yeah, actually, I don't even know what plugins are the good ones here. Then maybe we'll install this one. I was gonna explain in the next video, but the Elementor. All right, let's install Elementor here. It's in the popular section, or you can just search here. Activate. All right, I'll show you the glance of the Elementor here, because eventually we're going to go into Elementor, but I don't want you to focus on it right now. Just go new page, new page, my new Elementor page. All right, but then don't enter anything here. I mean, you can, but it doesn't do anything. So enter here. Then what you're going to do is click this edit with Elementor. So now you have this weird thing popped up. But let's say you click settings and go to page layout. Then click Elementor canvas. So now I know there's a that I put it here, but now there is a drag widget here, right? You can put headings here, right? And you can drop like images here. Oh, that's kind of too big. That's what she said. All right, then next you put text here. All right, then you can start writing here, or you can start writing here. All right. I don't know, if you use it, you realize this is way better than Gutenberg editor. See, now I have 3 columns. I just chose 3-1. So, and I mean 3-1, the third one, no, whatever the one. Then you can put text here, right? You can put like a duplicate, and you can drag and drop here. You can duplicate, drag and drop here. Then you can select here, and you can change the width. Then the images here, like this. So yeah, this is just, I installed one free plugin, and now you can do this, and you can just publish here now. Then have a look. So you created a page like this. See, that's the power of Elementor, but my point is it wasn't Elementor. The part is like I just installed this plugin and everything changed, right? So there's so many plugins are there that changes your life. I mean, might not change your life, but change your WordPress site. And so, but they don't go too crazy, okay? I know it changes so much, but if you add too many plugins, you know, things not like, I don't know, like this is pros and cons, right? Like if you put too many plugins, they start like fighting each other. But sometimes you need it, and there's a conflicts, and yeah. Anyway, it's in the future. So look at this one, all-in-one SEO, best WordPress SEO plugins. So like these things, if you know what SEO is, you probably need this plugin or other plugins. SEO means stands for search engine optimization, and this is basically if you wanna your website to rank higher on Google, then yeah, you use this plugin. Or I mean, there are other ones I recommend. Or make your website fast. Of course, each one comes with some settings that you have to know. But yeah. So this is actually fun part. You find the plugins and you're like, wow, this is cool. And eventually you get to the point like, oh my God, there are too many of them. Can't use it. I don't even know which one is good. But I'll tell you which one is good. So, yeah. Wait, there is some kind of question here. Is there something way for stopping the function of a particular script with WordPress? Okay, I think it's talking about stop these script that's already in WordPress. It seems that plugin of Asset Cleanup Pro can do that, but it's not free. Yes, that's what I thought first. That's the first thing came to my mind. There's a plugin called Asset Cleanup, and yep, I think you can do it, but it's not free. Maybe I'll think about it. And maybe I'll share with you in next video, or I know you are in my other channel, so maybe I'll explain that in other channel. How to remove those not stupid, but script tags. Yeah. So yeah. So next video, I think I'm gonna show you more detail about creating pages and posts, then little more about this Elementor, because Elementor, I believe, is currently the best way to make websites. I mean, web pages. So, and that's what I'm specialized with. Yeah, and that's what also popular means. Like, I don't know how many installs are there. It's a crazy amount of install this have. 5+ million active installation. Yeah, not many plugins are. I mean, there's so many plugins in here. 5 million plus million, but yeah, definitely it's the top 10 plugins or top 5 plugins. Yeah, this is also SEO, Yoast. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I was going to explain today. Oh yeah, no, I think I got to explain the widget. Not today, but I'm going to explain what the widgets are. All right, so yeah, because I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to cut it here. Sounds great. I'm looking forward to watch your next video. Thank you. All right, then if I guess it's been 35 minutes. Yeah, it's a little over 30 minutes. So I think I'll end it here. But next video, I mean, next YouTube Live is gonna be on Wednesday. Today's Monday, so it's gonna be Wednesday. Hopefully, I mean, my plan is to keep doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 times a week. So, yep. And if you're watching this as, of course, many people are gonna watch this not on live. So when you watch this, there's gonna be a playlist in the description. So please check it out. How many? I don't know when you watch it, how many episodes out there, but yeah. So thank you for watching. Yeah. So I can keep going. So all right then. Have a nice day. Bye bye. I don't even know how to turn this off. Maybe like this. All right. Bye bye.